to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At least I don't have a fucking biggest nose.
It's not nice.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
Who is this man? He's so far away from the mic.
Inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
He's hiding under the back.
One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. Exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to work for some big yardage.
Good plays. Have him on the move on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
It almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. They opened up a big hole last time.
Can't you fix the audio in it? He sounds far as shit.
I'm pretty sure you can change it.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson forced out to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku. They'll make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
They're gonna play fucking tough at your ass.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
What you said in the beginning, a great job defensively.
I'm under the bed, bro.
That led to the sack.
Box, man, he's hiding.
To Jones. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing.
He's playing against Deshaun Watson.
Fly out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Oh, the running back, huh? How is this 2 on it? Oh my goodness!
How did he spin
out? He spin out of like 2 defenders. Bro, I'm telling you, man, ain't real, buddy.
How did he spin out that kid like this?
I wrapped him up and everything, bro.
You ain't rapping good enough.
Come on, man. I want to hit it. I had him in a butt. Dude can't tell me just stepped on him like, come on, man.
That was real, man.
Man, trap. You seen it?
Over the spin move.
Oh my goodness. Right the butt, bro. You seen that? Oh my.
The Saints are
pulling the championship.
Get their drive started.
The championship.
Over the spin move.
Come on.
I see Slim, Ralph. I see Slim.
Jay is ready. Watch out for 3 foot. Oh,
Come on, man.
get rid of this giant playbook, Keith.
This ain't the giant playbook, bro. I mean, you didn't playbook the whole season.
Took 2 babies in the frame. Giants is
That's the only one he knows.
Give me some yards, baby. Give me some yards.
Why'd you draft that non-mobile quarterback, Keith?
No. I traded for this. I had somebody else, bro. He was garbage, bro.
You traded like Newton something?
No. I had Newton, bro. Get rid of him, man.
You think I'm
No, he ain't, bro. I got luck in this nigga.
I won the Super Bowl with you.
You didn't win with, you had block.
He came back for the Super Bowl.
Come on, man. You playing bots, man.
Bots don't hit you with spin moves like that.
Come on, man. How is it?
Keeps him in spin cycle.
Who's your running back, Keith?
Aaron Jump.
Did you just
That's not the one you got command?
Huh? What you say?
Where's the one you got command?
Oh, that's the other league. This is the one I'm in the play.
These weak-ass leagues.
Come on!
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call the yardage.
Can't tackle, bro.
You know this league track. Nigga went 16-0. Come on, man.
Keith went 16-0?
No, I went 11-5.
The Patriots went 16-0.
Oh, he's good, man.
Nah, the league just suck. If Keys have a good record, you know this league track.
No. I'm just good. I'm just good. I'm good, bro.
You soldier my team.
You stupid. Hey, bro, cause he ain't trash, bro. There ain't no way the ball going over there. I got all this, dog. Cause he ain't trash. But they could, but some stuff happened.
You still got 50K bet up in here?
Yeah, I had to be my 50K.
He not gonna win, so it don't matter. What's wrong with Freeman, bro? How he? Oh my goodness, bro!
What's your playbook you got on defense, Steve?
4-3.
I said who's what? Nigga, everybody got 4-3.
Not everybody run. People run 3-4. I don't know 3-4.
Whose playbook is it?
I forgot. I think Giants.
I don't even know what playbook he running.
Oh my goodness, bro! I'm about to turn the mic. I got locked in, bro. This talking I'm doing, man.
Cause you running 4-3, bro. 4-3, Chuck. I've been 3-4.
He ought to run that.
I thought I had a piece in the butt.
No, you don't, bro. Smell like 3 plays with defense. Then you bring the mid plays, had the old game. I don't want to cut it out. Keep it on. Spin moves, bro. Come on, man. You just got.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You're not sending no bugs, man.
That's Johnson. That's Kerryon Johnson, man, from the Lions.
Yeah, from Detroit.
It's all right,
He can't cut it. Breaking a tackle on their game.
Leave it there. I'm not hungry yet.
Chinese food?
And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 2 yards on the lead him to 3rd down.
I go over there for
He just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking about it, and he's like, hey, these fans made me look bad.
the Chawadi's both going up.
He's got a lot of guys.
He is well over 300. He's a big man.
Bumbo! Oh my God, bro! Say, I'm about to say, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Safety. What?
You seen that?
It's a lot harder.
Can we?
For the most part,
Wait, did the ball? Oh, that's why the ball fell before the 1 yard line, Keith.
No, I got the ball at the 20. What?
Okay, is he be saying
Yeah.
Keith got that K, bro.
and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football.
Yeah, K player, he doesn't do no honor. Yeah, K's still good, though. His youth is just working.
Keith's usually trash. I'll be throwing dots right over his big head.
Man, no, KEA, bro, you don't see what's going on with that, bro.
That's a, well, that guy just stood there.
I'm looking on both sides, man.
You can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
He's throwing these scary.
In the middle of the field, where you can make a play.
Come on! Oh, my God.
Hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this.
I think possession catch that Keith.
Small sample size, but they're good for 3.
That's just man, you just possession catch it, and that guy's falling off the ground.
This year,
Well, no, possession catch is still good, too. It's way better than best catch.
the aggressive catch don't even work.
Best catch trash, bro.
That only works for like when you get the double move tape for it.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0.
And it's so hard to get that, because you need like 20 yards.
You need like 320 yards or something.
You didn't get your run game, Keith. Where's your run game at?
I got no run game, got no
That
line.
kid are young, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Where's the...
Where's the mid-blitz?
Oh, he ain't kidding, bro.
That one good for 14 to the Seahawks first.
Look at the dodge.
I ain't got no run stop.
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Tampa 2. This dude man defense, man. That shit's glitchy.
Well, it's not good if you got like, good corners. If you don't got no corners,
You gonna get burnt.
He's got good safeties.
well, the safeties don't do nothing.
Yeah, that's like the 2 zone for a reason. We got the Dalton Long guy.
Who's your corners, Keith?
I got Savage, True Fun, and some other dude, John.
I haven't seen what you find get exposed, bruh.
Yeah, but
What? We're just witnessing right there, bro.
What's Tony Will?
wait, oh, he missed it. Oh, that escape part is bro. You need that, man. You need that.
Oh, escape part is glitchy, bro.
You need that. Every quarterback needs that.
That's what I deal with a weekend league.
Yeah, but that's the only badge everybody has, because then that's the only you can save the pocket fast as fuck.
That's the best one.
Yeah, because you want to get out the pocket fast.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him
I
behind
ain't
the
know Watson
line.
had it though.
It'll be a loss
You
of a
watching
yard.
hard. That's all they're doing. You see that online, nigga?
Hey, the mid blitz coming.
Johnson.
Isn't it Savage a fucking safety?
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
He got no safety. He got no corner.
To your offensive line and the guy
Yeah,
carrying
no,
I thought Savage was a corner.
Savage Jr.?
Dire, but they brought it back the third
I thought he was a
minute with that run.
Nah, that's Alexander. That's the corner.
Yeah, Jair Alexander and Kevin King are the cornerbacks for the Packers. Savage is the safety with their job.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he will score.
He dot your ass up, Keith.
Seattle.
Look at that dot.
Njoku with his second
You trash, bro. You is
Seahawks are able
That's
to
the
stretch
Joku? Can't walk him.
garbage, bro. It seems like he don't play no Madden.
21-0.
I ain't teach you those type of user skills, bro.
That's the
That's
Joker,
pure
right?
brain
And now
dead.
to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The hell? Yeah, man.
Why can't you do that?
Hey, Keith.
It's fielded at the 2.
He's getting skunked now, bro.
And
Oh,
he'll be
dead,
right
man. With the
across
mercy
the
rule.
25.
Where's the skunk? It's in the
A
second.
message about to pop up talking about his performance.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here.
That's just I don't think so. That's the score on that.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play, every big shot downfield.
No, because then they'll fuck up your stats and
these
shit.
points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Check down, check down.
Oh,
that hurts.
Shit in the fumble.
For 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd
Shit
and
is
10.
OP as hell.
He finds his target.
Every film, if you have a whole superstar team with every first, this is dead.
Before going out of bounds. 12 yards there,
That's a
good
damn
for a
hit.
Saints
Guaranteed
first
hits it, I mean.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the
Every single
38.
catch. Boom.
That's what Pat told me. Kill me.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Pass the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh, Keith's got a good run. Oh, good shit, Keith.
60.
Keep running, go.
I know the 2 plays you be running to.
Here the first half.
Everybody runs halfback dive inside zone.
Already this game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Baby,
You should go like 2 feet. That big.
Coming to the line here to begin their next
Who's
drive.
this
The
linebacker?
Seahawks
Good, right?
offense. Still more than a minute to
Some
go.
Wilson
So
guy.
there is time if they want to mount something here.
is that Mac Wilson?
But they have 3 timeouts at their
Wait,
disposal as well.
Hey,
So
come on,
that
come on.
changes everything that you're doing here. Without those
Bro,
timeouts,
don't tell me he got Mac Wilson from the Browns.
Here, the middle of the field's still available.
Get there.
Timeout and regroup.
Oh, you lucky, bro. He had you burnt
Like he
over
had
the
anybody
top.
open,
That
Charles.
over top guy sitting there like.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you
If he
don't have
had
a
like
running
dead
lane that you
or
want to take,
something, that would
make
have
the
died.
right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another
That's why I
down.
don't run 4-3 a lot. It's not good this year.
So is nickel. Nickel or 146.
Look at
That people run a lot.
diving catch. 19 yards the pickup
God,
there.
look at
Move the
the weak
chains.
zones.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are
Deshaun
no medals for
Watson.
trying.
Deshaun Watson,
And that wasn't a
Keith
trying
doesn't pick
effort,
and
was
play,
it?
bro.
That
He
was a
don't know what
winning
he's
effort.
doing.
How about that great catch?
It would be cool if we
You lose this game, you get a ding or two.
He just picks random players and just audible from there.
That's
The
good. That's
Seahawks
why you
gonna
about
use
to
the
get
first of their
done here.
timeouts. As the
Joking.
clock's going to stop with
That
47
joke is OP.
seconds
What the
to
hell
go
wrong
in
with that
half number 1.
He doesn't
That
do that
last
when
catch
it's
short
hurt.
of the marker
Well, he
by
picked a
just a
play like
yard,
two
leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He doesn't look. He doesn't go up to the field.
He's going
You got Norman
go
at safety?
deep. He's got it with the
Wait,
15.
what?
And he's taken
I can
down,
say he
but
just
not
picked up
before
for Josh
reaching
Allen.
the
He
10-yard line.
killing you, bro.
39 yards
Oh,
there.
you
Trash.
trash.
Josh should have a quarterback on the slot or something, bro.
They've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first
Trash,
half.
Keith.
We've seen exhibits.
And he is
Oh, he keep killing you over the top. It's a dot. Oh, he did Keith's sweat route.
Touchdown pass in his first half.
Keith
And the
did, bro.
Seahawks are in
Run
the
it, Brian. The guy says run it or run it from it.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's tough. Yeah, Keith has no as safety.
This
And
fielded at
what
the
is
2.
it? Savage is a fucking safety, bro.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'm at 98.4%.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position
action deep out, DJ.
suited to just sit on this one.
My man. He don't know what he doing with it, though.
Start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
Flag.
we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little
Yeah, you
screen
know what
pass
you-
and try and get my
you know
lineman
what you
out of
doing with
space
it, Keith.
and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Just run the halfback dive.
Dude,
Look like he's calling his fans to quiet down. What the hell?
He's cracking. He's checking crack. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Hold on.
We've reached
They
halftime.
didn't call no
Who will
fucking
represent
10%.
the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
You don't know what you're doing with my play action deep.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Try doing man coverage, killing you, baby.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tim Williams gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. On second down, it's Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second and 9, Luck. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck sliding out of the pocket. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go to Johnson again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watson now to throw on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Njoku's king.
That one good for 24 yards.
Oh, he had the Jaguar down underneath, too.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Mike, 58, right there. All day, all day.
The throw taken in by Cole. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll run it with Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking deep for Adams, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
An
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Locke. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Luck. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have
Try some plays there, Jack.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
The wife guy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyrell Williams.
Is that the first one?
62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Man, it's so, yeah, I don't know, plays. That's stupid. Reruns are always OP, bro. It's that,
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time
every team has that play.
They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something.
It's always the circle one is always usually open.
I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, he was one kept 2
There to
men.
stop it was Darius Leonard.
Probably covered 2 for sure.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And Adams has it, complete. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On first down, it's locked. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Yeah, and it's usually open.
Tight dog.
Now Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They begin the drive with Johnson.
You have to get, if you play job, you have to get
line.
up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's not
and when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and long. It's Watson. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
NFC side is trash. The NFC side is good. The NFC side is...
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. It's complete to Fuller. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.